Hey guys, a very short update today because pretty much everything remains the same from yesterday. Just wanted to point out the thing about the Bollinger Bands, which I posted on Telegram and Twitter as well. So every time we have the squeeze of the range between the upper and lower band on Bollinger Bands, you'd see that this is the point when we have the move to the upside or to the downside, but here we were in the bull market, so it's obviously we're having moves to the upside in such situations. So the volume is going down, the squeeze happening with the Bollinger Bands, and we finally go up. The same squeeze, volume goes down, the move to the upside, and over again. And now you would see that in the recent move, we are now at the point of lowest range between the upper and lower band on Bollinger Bands. And moreover, if you'd compare it like this range, this distance with the overall size of the Bollinger Bands cloud during this correction, this is really narrow. And by the way, the cloud is actually going to the upside from the triangle which we look at, meaning that if it will go down, it actually should go much lower than the lower Bollinger Band, and this is usually harder. Like here, it's very unsustainable. Instead of that, it's easier to go up, and currently it's like $10,600, and at the same time is the area above the triangle. So we'll see how it will evolve. So far, I just wanted to share with you my thoughts on the situation with the triangle which everybody are looking at, and I still have a lot of the voices, a lot of the comments on my channel, on Twitter and Telegram. People are saying that just compare it with 2018, it's the same, we're going down, yada yada yada. Okay, first of all, if I'm not mistaken, then even Jacob Canfield pointed out that the probability of such a triangle to be broken upwards is like 65%, regardless of the market behavior before that. And this is kind of statistics, right? Although technically, yeah, it depends on the form and shape of the triangle and so on. But in any case, yes, here it was the classical case when we broke it downwards, although we didn't reach the target, which should be like $2,000, $2,500. Instead of that, we stopped a little bit higher, which is actually obvious because market never goes to the exact expectation of the crowd, and there are always traders who try to outperform the market to act a little bit faster than the majority of the traders out there. So it's reasonable that we didn't go that low. And looking at this triangle, you may say, okay, if we will go down, then the target will be something like $5,500 or something around that. And let's just assume that this will happen. And what is the scenario, most likely scenario of this price evolution that we will get in case of the price will go to the downside? All right, so let's say we will move something like that, similarly to the price action which we had after this triangle, and then at this point it's actually not clear whether we will go up or we will go down. So we already reached this target or some level a little bit above this target, and the most likely scenario in my opinion is that very fast after that, of course timescale is very relative here, very fast after that we'll make the return to the upside, maybe not exactly to the same level, but very far from the lowest point. And in that case, we are basically will act pretty much the same as we did over here when we had a very short squeeze to the downside, mostly on BitMEX, and this is just the liquidation of the majority of the long positions out there. And this scenario is pretty much the same. So we'll go down very fast with a long red wick and then return back. And in that way, we are technically will not hold below certain moving averages or levels. So it's just a kind of a fluctuation which you shouldn't really consider as a trader. The second scenario is that after this point, we will do pretty much the same as we had. They will say, okay, we'll do the same thing. We'll need to accumulate over here. And this is a case which is like too generous for the most of the traders out there. Just buy over here and enjoy your profits on the way to the upside. Which is more likely to this scenario is that after reaching certain point, like a target here, maybe actually stay sideways for a while and then go lower, maybe to 3,000 or even lower. Like many people are pointing out that we need to go to $2,000, $1,000 because this accumulation was too short, yada yada yada. The point here is that this scenario will break all the bullish case of the current market. We are going to the new bear side, and how long we'll stay here and how far we will go, it's absolutely unclear. But with the development of the infrastructure, with all the fundamentals, with all the inertia, all the momentum which we had during this rise, I think this is very unlikely to happen. So among three cases which we have, we probably will get this one if we of course will go lower than $9,000. But considering this as the most likely scenario among those three bearish scenarios and the bullish scenario, which is something like that, what is actually the point to expect the price going that low and try to catch this falling knife, because again, you don't know which level it will stay at, and moreover whether it will actually go down at all. So instead of that, why not to buy at this point from $9,000 to $10,000, for example, and expect the rise at some point after that, maybe very soon or a little later, but still you will get your profit, unless you're again trading some aggressive trade with leverage, which is of course very risky. So I think that in that case, betting on the bullish scenario is more reasonable, and again, considering all the technical analysis data which we covered in the previous videos, all the on-chain data, regulatory developments, and so on and so forth, I would again lean towards the bullish scenario. Of course, this is just my personal opinion, guys, not a financial advice, so don't quote me on that. But in any case, I remain pretty bullish, and even if we will see something like this, I still don't see the reason to try to trade this bearish scenario. Well, let's see how it will play out. So far, that is it for today. And don't forget that I'm moving the English content from the Crypto Hamster channel to the new channel. You can find the link in the description down below. There are like few more videos on the Crypto Hamster channel, and then I will move it in order to split this Russian and English content by different channels. So don't forget to subscribe to the new channel to get the new videos in English, because on the Crypto Hamster channel there will be only Russian videos, guys. I hope that it was useful. Thank you for watching.